Hi guys, so for today, we will do a short tutorial on how to use this guy here, or breadboard. So how to use a breadboard? So first, let's try to check the basic structure of your breadboard.
This is the basic structure of your breadboard. So we have power rails labeled with the red and the blue line. Then at the middle portion of your breadboard, we have terminal strips. It has 5 whole rows with a division at the center, which is called the center divider. And the 5 whole rows at the top of this figure is not connected to the 5 whole rows at the bottom.
We have here our breadboard for this laboratory. So again, we have the two opposite end of this breadboard with the label of negative and positive here, where we usually place our power supply. Then the middle part, or the rows, so we use this one to place resistors, capacitors, inductors, or other electronic component. So the structure of your breadboard is essentially, we have here two conducting materials. So this row is connected up to here. So from this point up to this point, they are connected, as well as the blue one from this point up to this point of the column. So it goes the same for this column of your breadboard. So now, for the middle part of your breadboard, we have here rows. So your rows are labeled with numbers. So we have here row 1, row 2, row 3, and so and so. So what I want you to remember is that for breadboard, this row are connected, or these points are connected. So from this point up to this point, we have one conducting material. But please remember that this point here, F, or 1F, is not connected with point 1E. So we have here a division, and we don't have any conducting material in this part of your breadboard. So for this part, for this first row, located at the right side of your breadboard, so point 1F is connected up to point 1J. So meaning, if I place a potential here, let's say an absolute potential of 5 volts, let's say at this point 1A, I can expect that point 1B, 1C, 1D, and 1E have the same potential. So we have an equipotential placed at this row. And if I place, let's say, 2 volts for place at point 1H, then I can expect that all of these points along this row from F to J have also the same potential. So now let's try how to build basic circuit using your breadboard.